We're going to jump into game number 4. Without further ado, Soi in the purple Shang pieces this time. At this kind of 2 o'clock position. His gazelle are pretty far away, but he has the elephants to work with here. He will be going for that granary start once again. His opponent, Memo, over here, 4 o'clock. Going for the gazelle push once again, maybe. Okay, yeah, going for the berries. That's going to be too hard. These are too far. I think they got scattered at some point. They look like they got scattered away. So yes, this time going for the granary. A much more stable income at the start of the game. So, going to be seeing that granary matchup. Neither player falling behind just yet, but that's to be expected. So what do we think we're going to see? We have a 2 crossing map, which is the first time today that we've had that. Although not the first time in the series. We saw a 2 crossing map in the first game, and we've been seeing a lot of 2 crossing maps over the course of the match. Now, both players with decent maps, I'd say the advantage goes to Soi for sure, because he has those 2 elephants in close proximity to his base. And I think we're going to see him get a very fast time with this map. Depends on what he does with these gazelle. He has more elephants here to work with. He might, if he gets a 3rd elephant, he's going to have a brutal scout rush for Memo. Memo going for the gazelle lure now. It's going to be pretty tough to get around the berries, and his strag trees are in the worst position for that. So it's going to be pretty delayed getting these gazelle under his base. Meanwhile, Soi already with the elephant. One more hit. There he goes. Memo getting the gazelle, leaving 1 step closer. He's 1 push away, but they're going to get spooked by that wood chopper. Memo noticing a little bit too late. Oh, but he gets they get pushed back. It's gazelle ping pong. Oh man, this is brutal to watch. Oh, that's tough. So far, 2 pretty far away. Meanwhile, the food income from Soi is going to be much cleaner as the elephant, a much more stable source. But a full gazelle patch has more than 1 elephant. This is going to be pretty rough to utilize. The storage pit already up for Memo. It will now be going up for Soi, I believe, right on this gazelle patch. Oh, and did he just barely make enough space there? Or does he have to come over to here? Ooh. Yeah, that's a little rough. That gazelle patch is going to be a little less than ideal, but with the elephants to make up for it, I think he'll be fine. No elephants on Memo's side, just to reiterate, that he can reasonably get. There might be some over here. Yeah, there's like 3 over here, but that's not even on his side, really. So one more look at the minimap here. So we see Soi's economy. It's pretty far out, you know. It's really close to this river. Really is close to that river. Just trying to think about what we're going to be seeing here. I think Soi's going to be doing the same exact thing. It's been working for him today, so I think he's going to be going for it. 2 villagers crossing. Or maybe he's comfortable enough with his map to play defensive. Once again, Memo getting a much faster and earlier dock. A much earlier dock this time around. And the 2 villagers from Soi. We're going to be seeing that aggressive barracks into stable. And just the dominant tool army is what we've been seeing. The axers, slingers, and scouts. Just the full fiesta status from Soi as he goes all in on these tool wars. And Memo so far has been forced to play reactively. Wait, oh, but he immediately spots it. This is different already. Will Memo bring forward? He brings forward the vills. So he needs to distract with this one. It's okay to lose one if you can kill both of these. He needs to stop this barracks from growing up. And the numbers, the reinforcements are here. The lads have been called. So he's going to stay on this for now. He needs to stay on the bears because he needs the food to come. Oh, and so he's going the wrong way. Oh, he drew back towards the barracks. Oh, and the lad's coming out for soy. We're getting it. We're getting it, boys. So who's going to waste more time on the other? Who's going to get a barracks up? And the barracks, he sneaks. He sneaks. I think Memo's going to be really disappointed to see these other two vills and the completed barracks, but he did get his up in time. So the barracks did come out just at the same exact time. Let's check the timeline real quick. Economy advantage, 2 soy, 2 vill advantage this time, and another barracks. But this is 4 villagers being forward, 4 memo, and 4 soy. When is the tool age going to come out? It's 8:50, and the tool age just hits. He's boning the house down. Tool age this time for Memo, just 10 seconds behind. Now this is 5 vills. Will we be seeing a stable drop? If Memo's able to wall this in time, he might have a plan here. He's going for the quick wall. He gets the wall. Is that open? That's wide open. So that's wide open. Oh, but the slinger comes in just in time to block that vill's entrance. Now, we're seeing slingers from Memo. Oh, and the villager gets faulted. And that villager will take a lap around the town center and surely go down to the next slinger stone that comes this way. Oof, brutal death. Now, it's a forager, so he's going to be going through that berry bush pretty quickly. Now, will Memo get the full wall off in time, or will Soy's aggression pay off? He's going into the Axers. And now this, if you're familiar, is a game we've seen before. This is much more standard AoE. No scouts out at this point. So, neither player regarding this current patch too much in this game, as the slingers are fully walled in. Your typical strat, get the slingers walled in. Ooh, he's going for... Ooh, that's a bold wall off. I guess he's got to protect the granary, which this is new for Memo. Typically, he's not able to get his food income secure. And is that... He needs to finish that wall tile. But the slinger numbers coming out for Soy. Check economy real quick. And a 3 vill advantage for Soy. I was going to say it's on the sea, but it's Memo on the sea. It's just straight villagers. But several of his vills have been idle here. He lost the one here. So we're talking about an even game with a food income advantage to Memo currently. No stone mining just yet for Soy. We could be seeing the market pretty soon for Memo and the upgrade, which will give him a really good advantage here. Now, this house is... Ooh, this house wall is going to definitely fall. 1 HP on this house left. Just one more hit, and it's open. Will Memo move a vill forward to wall something off? Or is he feeling confident in his numbers? But 2 scouts with the wall open. The scouts could be brutal. And this is the full tool army. Memo, maybe a little too secure in his position, will be forced to fight off in this choke. And he has the numbers with that upgrade. He will have the numbers to hold from this. I believe a lot of these axes are a little hurt from some chip damage earlier, and the scout goes down. That's a big food investment. Scout ship for Memo. Out on the sea to help harass. No dock yet for Soy. Now this dance is going to keep going. This is classic slinger play from Memo. We've seen it before. This is how we knocked out Embe, the tournament favorite coming into this. But his house wall's open and the scout is in. He's chopped through this wall. He will notice though, he's got the numbers of slingers. This is getting to the point where it's dangerous to keep going scouts unless he can really start amping the scout production for Soy, that is. A lot of vills on wood here. We've got to be seeing some docks. Yeah, here they are. The docks coming in for Soy as he scouts the map and he realizes that this is wide open, so he could get some scouts in really easily here. Surprise Memo has yet to wall everything off here. His food income is slowly going to be running out. And I think we're going to be seeing a lot of scout ships from Soy at this point. The villager coming forward to wall, but maybe a little bit late. Villager will be taking... Ooh, no. All these units are going to die from Memo. It's close, though. That scout will get a little hurt. Not overreacting, just sending enough. Wait, the vill lived. Okay, the villager lived. So we can finish the wall in peace. Now, check economy. Timeline. SoiGia. Vil advantage. He's been producing villagers, and now he's going to get the scout ship advantage. With 2 docks to 1, Memo cannot keep up the production. He's been feeling safe and secure, and he moves out with the slingers, maybe a little preemptively. These slingers are going to get caught out of position, and these 3 will die. Oh no, he pulls them back. He's got the numbers in reserve. Memo with a much larger army on the land. Soi may be overproducing the villagers and not respecting the land army enough. Again, those scouts are extremely expensive, and they all have died. And now Memo's going to be pushing him back on the land. Now, question here. What does Soi do? Soi's got the eco advantage currently. And he's going to be building that up. Memo with the ship advantage, not feeling comfortable enough to move out on the map with those scout ships. Then we see... Ooh, Memo getting the first volley off. Soi. Memo reluctant to chase, just playing defensive on the sea for now. Now, wow. Memo coming forward to repair. He will be taking down all of these buildings. What is Soi's response? He's going for the wall, but we've seen this. We've seen this before. We see this before. Slingers destroy walls. What? That's not going to hold anything. So he's going to be going for market pack at home. See, he can't bronze at all. There's no way he can bronze. He's going to be fighting for the sea. And Soi once again getting caught out. Maybe moving forward a little preemptively. Memo expanding his wall base. Memo playing out of his mind at this point. The scout coming in finally from Soi. Looks like it just jumped out of that stable. Did it get any picks? No. Soi investing some food into this. These units will just die though. Interesting play there. Memo's woodline safe. This time Memo able to get the walls off and beat back this rush. And this is so much this is a lot of resources here were invested. And this Axer will actually get through the lines. He might actually get some kills here. Memo doesn't notice this. There he goes. And all the wrath of 20 slingers, the wrath of 30 slingers comes down on that Axer. So, the question is, can this wall hold? And will Memo feel comfortable to push off? Now, the slingers, once again, can help significantly on this sea battle. Forcing a reaction, and that little bit of micro time and the extra peeps in from the slingers. But once again, Memo holds, and this is just so many slingers, and Soi just doesn't have an army. Wow. Incredible game from both players. The aggression from Soi. Memo found the answer. Memo found the answer. Now, can Soi find an answer? 2 scouts is not the answer. He's got to go for another tile because DE. Got to block it properly. Now, with these slingers on the coast, he's going to have firepower, especially with this little inlet here. There's like a little inlet here that gives him range almost to this edge with the slingers. So he's going to be feeling pretty comfortable here. Now, the slingers moving out in the middle. He needs to be sure that he doesn't get caught up by the scouts, and he needs to make sure that he's not open on the other side for a counterattack, because now that his army isn't home, the scouts could cross the river. He should wall that, I believe. He should wall. But, wow. Soi getting caught out. Oh, that's brutal for Soi. Not getting the damage with those scouts he needs, and he's going for the counterattack, but Memo's on this crossing. That scout being damaged from before will not get what he needs. Now, he sees the Vil. He sees the Vil. He knows where it's running. He should have seen the Vil. He knows, he has the map knowledge. He'll see that. Soi, yes. That's the only way that Soi can go. Trying desperately to house wall, or to get a quick wall up. Now, Soi's fishing economy, even though Memo's had sea control, or had protection on the sea and the numbers on the sea, he has yet to actually pressure Soi's food income. Now, this is a big migration. This is a big migration. The exodus of Soi. Did he juke him properly? I think he just juked Memo. And the dance. The dance. Oh, he tried to double back. And then he didn't. He could have gotten away. Memo found him. Memo found all of these villagers. Oh my gosh. I don't even... That's going to be a slaughter once they get cornered. Oh, don't tell me they're going to get cornered. And the game's over. Oh, man. Wow. What a game. That was incredible. So that was the classic sling matchup against anything. Against any other tool aggression. With slingers, you have to have a space for them to build numbers. By getting all this quick wall off, and by holding it properly, Memo was able to get the slingers out, and he had set his economy up in the manner where he just knew all he was going to do was slingers. Soi went for the scouts and was reliant on bursts of food, and basically the production can't maintain itself early on. So scouts not getting the damage early on led to Memo taking game number 4, and guys, we're getting a game number 5. I hope you guys are as excited about that as I am. This series has been so intense. So intense. Game number 1, if you recall last week, was just ridiculous. Game number 2 and 3, Soi seemed dominant in. And now game number 4, Memo. Memo strikes back. Memo strikes back. Game number 5, anyone's game. Truthfully, anyone's game. Oh. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the tournament.